here's the side for the Barbie, and here is the cut pieces. The way this dress is set is that it's going to connect on the sides, even the skirts. We're just going to do the straight dress. And this is a Simplicity 4510 vintage fabric, vintage pattern for Barbie. And I'm going to get started, and I only got the piece for the front. So after I do the front piece, I'm going to quickly design the side one and then cut the piece and continue. So if you can hang on with me about after I do the side, I'm going to cut the piece. So I'm going to put the camera here so that I can get the better lighting. Or if I put it here, I'm hoping I can get better lighting. Okay. Welcome to everybody that's going to be watching this video. I was adjusting the camera here. And here is our piece that we're going to be working on. I have my Barbie on the side. So this is what I do. We have two darts. We have one dart here, and we have the dart over here, which is for the waist. This one is for the bust, and this fold right here is for the side. So I'm going to get started with how it is. This time I'm not going to be doing it my way. Usually I don't like the way the darts are for Barbie with the pattern, but we're just going to go ahead and do it the way the pattern is. So my finger's on the side where the dart is calling out for. And the reason why I'm doing it is because I'm going to have to make my own pattern. Usually when you buy vintage patterns, you're missing a piece. And I always wanted to do this one dress. And now I know why I have not done it. It's because I didn't have the piece for it. So went ahead and did the side. And it's quite difficult to lose your way if you're doing it for the first time, especially when you do the darts, you know where you're at with these pieces. So I recommend that you get the armpit, secure the armpit, and then you'll know where you're at. So I just did the side, the bust dart, and I'm going to do the waist dart. So instead of getting your fabric and you know, you can go ahead and do it instead of getting your fabric and painting on it or getting a marker on it. I don't recommend that if you're going to be using a pen, because eventually that's going to get on your doll's body, and it's going to get some residue on her. So I'm going to quickly fold the little side. This is the fold. And my sewing machine, as soon as I put it down, is going to keep it pressed down. If you want to go ahead and baste it, that would be a very good idea. But I've been doing it for such a long time that I just go ahead and sew it straight on. And you just got to be very careful here. This morning my eyesight is not that great. Plus, I don't have the lighting on. I'm using the morning light. So here is the blouse. So my intention was, if you were not here earlier, is I am doing this pattern, Simplicity 4510. We're doing the side dress, and I have this holiday Christmas fabric. And I have my Barbie. Where did you go? Oh, she's in the back. I have my Barbie here, and I'm going to be using her as my model as I do this. I am missing the back piece, so I'm going to move this along. There's going to be a lot of movement in this live stream because I'm going to make my own pattern for the back, and I'm sorry about the lighting. Okay, so here is the pattern. I did the side dart and this one right here. So what I'm going to do, since I already have it here, and how it should be is that it's going to connect in the back. If you get to find this, this is what I'm going to need. So I'm taking a look at it, and I'm going to make the pattern from here to connect here, and it's going to connect on the side. So I'm going to press this like this. I'm going to press it down, and I'm going to make my own pattern. And let's see how that goes. Where is I cut this piece already. This is the exact copy of the pattern that I just did for the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it, but in a way that I can use this for the back. So see here, this is what I'm going to do right here. I don't need all this puffiness. So let's get this done. This is very important. So we're going to have that the same. And hopefully it's going to turn out. Hopefully it's not a fail. And for here, I'm going to cut it like this. Okay. And this little side is going to go from here to here. So let's hope this works, because we're going to do this on Barbie. So that is me, and if it's a little bit off, and this is not going to be your problem, because it's only for me, because I have this one vintage pattern, and I'm missing that one piece, and I didn't want to go ahead and get another one. This is something that you could do if you're missing a pattern. Look at what I did was look at the instructions, and I saw what the piece looked like. So what I'm doing here right now is that I am putting the pattern. I want to make sure that I'm going to be doing the opposite side. So here is my armpit. So I'm going to mimic what I have so that I get the opposite. So in just a few minutes, we're gonna continue, and that's basically why I started early, because I knew I was gonna miss this time, and I couldn't do this pattern until I did the front. And the pattern calls out for the little tool. I'm not going to do the little tool part. And funny thing about this pattern also is that it has the skirts, they connect at the side. So vintage dresses, maybe even now, I don't use formal dresses anymore. But vintage dresses often had a side zipper. I'm not using any formal dresses these days. Okay. So I'm going to continue doing my live streams at 7 in the morning. I'm going to look, since I'm using natural lighting, I'm going to look at the video later this evening because it takes hours even before I can go ahead and see it myself. This is the armpit, and what I'm going to do is, see, the lighting is getting better. So, okay, so we're continuing now. What I'm going to do here is sew the side and continue on with this. So I should finish with this fairly quickly. I am not going to put the snap on. I'm just going to hold it with the pin. And what I'm going to do here on the side is use the tool, a little strap of tool, and then fold it over. And I'm going to do the same. This is a very simple and easy hat to do. It saves a lot of time if you want to do it by basting, or if you want to put material in there. I don't want to add any more bulk if I use fabric bias in there. So I'm going to do the fold right now. And since this is such a tight little armhole, I'm going to be doing all these little cutting here to help me. So I'm going to fold it already. And see how you already see the little armhole? And I am going to use pins here because it's such a tight little section. I put the pins in there in the back. I'm holding the front. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm missing a little connection here. Hold on, give me a second. I'm going to give it a little tug over here from the back and connect it, and then I'm going to pull it. just so that I don't lose my stitch. Okay, there we go. I'm checking my lighting. It's at the point where it's very fickle, and the wiring needs to be at a certain angle. Okay, it's not happening. Alright, so there is our very nice little armhole. It came out really nice. And I'm going to put this to the side and work on the other one. And the skirt should be easy enough to add. This is going to be a short, hopefully, a short tutorial. So we're going to put it here to the side. And work on the skirt here. So here's the one we did, and here's our other one. So we're going to try the armhole again. Just give it a couple of little cuts here, and do it again. And it doesn't matter. Here's the piece I just used, and I cut. I'm going to use the other side because it's only a very little that we use. And I'm going to do it at an angle. Okay. So what I'm using is I'm just doing this slowly so that I can get the perfect little corners. It's such a tight piece here. And now that I sewed the tulle in there, I'm going to cut the little edges along with the tulle. There. And I'm going to cut the whole piece out and get my my pin. Okay, I'm going to turn it over. This is such a delicate little area, as you could imagine. Okay. And I'm going to get a pin and hold it here. And this is because I'm sewing the other way. Okay. I'm holding it in place here. And I needed to put the pin at the starting point, because it's for me or for you, it's like I'm doing it backwards or the other way around. Whatever your preference, if you're right-handed or left-handed. It shouldn't be. It should be the same. But okay, so here we go. Here's the other armpit, and I'm going to take this out and clean up my threads. and connect. I'm going to connect them now. So here's the fold and here's the other fold. The way you should know what side you're working on is that the darts are the front side and the other one is the back side. So I'm going to continue the sewing where it is at an angle. So I did that little V sewing there. That was very quick. So I did that little V, and I'm going to help it by cutting it here because it's going to fold over and I don't want it to be bulky. So let's see. This is how it looks like. And now I'm going to connect the sides. It would be a good idea to try it on, but my little makeshift fabric ended up really nice. So I'm going to try it on Barbie right now backwards and see what it looks like. This is the side. Oh, well actually the other way. This is the dart side. And this is where it's going to connect. And I want to make sure that if I sew it here, we're going to be good. And we're going to be good. So it'll only take a second to try it on your doll and see if what you're sewing is coming out okay. If you want to try this out, hand stitching, that would be great. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut this little piece out. Alright, so let's try this on her. And later on, I'm going to hand stitch this fold. And this is what the fold is going to look like on the inside. And the little armpit is actually perfect with the width of the fold. I'm going to cut these little leftover pieces. So I'm going to try it on Barbie, not necessarily in front of the camera because it gets kind of messy, kind of bulky here. And give you a look of what it looks like. It's such a pretty little piece. And I will definitely need to adjust the side. Oh, this is the folding side actually. I didn't fold it. I have to fold it. So this is the fold. And the fold here. And this is how much fabric we have left over, which is going to be more in the line of this. So when we turn it over for the snaps, that's when the leftover fabric comes along. Here is the, okay, here is the fold. So I'm going to sew the skirt now. It fell over. And here's the pattern. Such an interesting piece. If you've been sewing for a while, you're going to say, what? This is the front. And you have to do it on a fold. So I'm going to keep the pattern with the piece so that I know which one's the front and which one's the back. And this is the other piece here. This is the back. Oops. And also is done on a fold. This is the side back here. So I'm going to put it to the side, bring my Barbie, because I need to know which one to put here. So this is the side front here. So I'm going to connect it with a pin, and then I'm going to connect the other one so that I know that that's where it belongs. And this is the side back. So since the fabrics need to connect, I'm going to do it now, and then I'm going to work my way up to how much fabric is left on the side so that I can, oh, did I miss it? Oh no, I didn't. Then I'm going to find out how much fabric I'm left on the side so that I can adjust it and connect it. So I'll show you right now in a second. And for this piece, what I did is I sewed a little bit more than what I normally do. And that's because my my sewing machine is calling out for little material. So I'm connecting, what I assume is I'm going to connect it here on this side, which is the side of the dress. And we're going to take a look. I'm going to pin it, and then I'm going to take a look to see if it connects with the backing. So pretty much it does. And I'm going to sew a little bit over here because this is where it's going to connect, and this is where the snap is going to be. Actually, I'm going to do a little, and then I'm going to fold. I'm going to do a little secret seam here. And later for my I don't think I have red tulle. I would have liked to do red tulle. I do know that I have some white material, but it's not necessarily like a organdy. So I'm going to see what I have so that I can do a little spray of that little skirt that it calls out for. I'll go ahead and do this dress tomorrow. Tomorrow morning we're going to do this little dress again. And I'm going to use the whole look, and I'll show you the pattern again. So I can show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so you see how it has that little tulle-like skirt over? So I'm going to try to do that for the picture, the thumbnail picture, when I'm done with this dress. And I'm going to do it for the next dress, which we're going to do it tomorrow. Usually it's going to be an easier sewing because today I had to make the piece right on the air, the back piece. So, okay, so I'm connecting this with one of the sides, and this is very exciting because we're almost done with the dress. And I'm going to connect the pieces here. There is a little dip here. There we go. And I'm doing this careful because I know I have a pin there somewhere. So here it is. Later on I'm going to use the overlock serger to take all that piece out. And I'm going to do a hem right now, but after the video I'm going to, I'm doing the big stitch hem so that I can take it apart later and use the serger. I'm doing this for every case and purpose of showing you the way the dress is. And when I put this, when I'm going to list this, I'm going to show you the inside hem of me using the serger. And I'm going to use a button and loop snap closure because my snaps have not arrived. Mail is already slow, and that's for the holiday reasons and for the areas back east. It is being affected. I'm watching one of my orders going to Indiana. It has not even registered. I haven't checked after midnight. I've checked that. So here we go. This is the rough draft of Barbie's side dress. And after this video, I'm going to take it apart, like I mentioned, and I'm going to do the serger finish on her. We're going to bring Barbie here. I love these Steffi dolls. They're so beautiful. So I'm dressing her so that I don't stumble through the front of the camera. Hopefully I can entertain you enough with my voice. And oh, it's so lovely. I have some, I'll show you right now. I have some fancy pieces that I'm going to hold it with the pin. It has a lovely little side connection here. Alright. Here she is. I have some lovely little side connections. I'll show you which I'm going to use for my next. I'm going to get this since we're almost done here. I'm going to use these for belts, little rhinestone connectors. And they're jewelry pieces, but I'm going to connect it with the side. And I don't like using black because sometimes it'll seep in with the vinyl dolls, the Barbie dolls. So here it is, the finished results. And here's the side. That little dart that we made makes it look like a very pretty gather. And yes, I am holding it right now with the pin so that you can see here. And the dart here on the side. And it is a side connecting dress. So let me move her hair so you can see the back. Oh, that came out so nice, and I'm so happy with my pattern that I made, which is this one. I went ahead and made it live. This is the back piece, and it turned out really nice. It turned out perfectly. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for sharing. And I'm going to get a piece of tulle, even if it's a white one. I'm going to do the tulle piece. I do have some satin pieces, some little satin flowers, and I'm going to put it on the side, and I'm going to list this dress. I'm going to put it on my Mercari, and I'm going to put it on my Facebook. And I am looking for more Barbie groups so that I can post my videos, and so I can post my dresses too. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning. And if I can manage a way to get the camera on from this side and not this side, it would be good because it makes a big difference. So I'll be looking at more angles like I'm trying right now. So have a great day. Be safe. Bye.